Hi, loves. Medium Michaela Martin back on this December 27th, 2024 with the Ananda family. We hope all is well with you, loves, and the peace, love, light, oneness, and truth that we share with you and we send to you in as we are one, loves. We hope everyone had a beautiful celebratory Christmas with your family and friends. And we hope all is well with you, loves. And we thank and love all of you for being here. To give you loves a little background context for why our family is making this video or teaching for you loves today, there were many brothers and sisters in the collective messaging us last night about different things going on in the environment, promoting fear and darkness. To which I asked Yeshua himself to address why the people, brothers and sisters of light and love, are continuously focusing on the fear and what the dark ones are doing rather than the love and light within. And this, loves, is what he wanted to address with all of you loves today. This being said, little disclaimer, if you do not like what Sananda Yeshua is saying or doing in these teachings, or nothing resonates with you, please feel free and leave the YouTube channel. We're not holding you here. Only take what resonates, loves, and leave the rest. And only share us with open-minded and open-hearted brothers and sisters, please. And another disclaimer, any of our brothers and sisters who send us links to certain videos or posts, we, as the Ananda family, do not engage with those kind of material because it is not of our love, frequency, vibration. We can only simply say, go within, go within, go within. Trust yourself. Trust the I am presence of our Father, Mother, God, Creator within you. We're not going to tell you how to perceive, how to feel, how to think, what to do with the information you are reading or giving or listening to. Only Father, Mother, I am is responsible for that. Many of you in the collective have come to us recently, not trusting yourself and the I am presence within you, thereby questioning everything that you see, feel, hear, and engage with. And this is why I, Medium Michaela Martin, wanted Sananda Yeshua to address this for all of you loves. And maybe further explain why, as a family, we do not engage in anything that promotes fear or news-related material. In my personal opinion, it's a bunch of crap. Distracting you from the truth of love. That's all this is. If that makes sense, loves. But do not take my word for it. Go within, go within, go within. Now, having said this, the reason why I personally, Medium Michaela Martin, do not like to read articles or watch news or TV programs that have to do with societal structures is because I do not choose personally to feed into that negative energy. I feed into light and love, raising my own vibration of consciousness, whether it be through music, meditation, or prayer. Personally, I do not need TV or social media to satisfy me. Father, Mother is the only satisfier, as Yeshua says. Having said this, loves, We're not putting any of you down in the collective that watch TV shows or that are on social media or that are watching news. Only simply saying, before you come to us and ask us for clarity, go within, go within, go within. Even those that we love in the collective, beloved brothers and sisters, are doing the same thing because they are not trusting themselves. Coming to us, asking us for clarity as an Ananda family. The only clarity we can give is say, go to the Father, Mother, Creator, Source within you. We do not read articles or watch negative YouTube videos because I choose to be of a high vibration frequency. So if it's not loving, funny, uplifting, or of a high vibration frequency, I will avoid it as much as possible. Because in my personal life, in my current incarnation, I'm dealing with a lot right now. Personally. And I can't have any more negative crap thrown at me. And when you guys send us videos about what's going on in duality, as Yeshua called it, you guys are unknowingly wanting our opinion and thoughts about it, but you guys are unknowingly projecting that energy to me, Medium Michaela Martin, and I do not consent to it. So therefore, if you send us something on your messaging platforms, please be advised, we might take one look at it, we might view it for a few minutes, but that is it. We're not going to feed into the negative energy. I am not a negative being of darkness. I am light and love, as are you. And I choose for my being to be as clean and pure as I can without watching news or darkness or the world of duality. So what I do when we're not on social media is meditate, pray, have conversations with Sananda Yeshua and our Father, Mother, God, Creator within me, discussing a variety of things for humanity, elevating my own consciousness and my own expression and experiences, staying away from the darkness that is around me in my current time and space. If that makes sense, love. I do not need any more crap thrown at me. No offense. But I am just saying. So if any of you brothers and sisters of the collective plan on sending us more stuff of duality, that is, of what the dark ones are doing, please be advised. We're going to only tell you go within to your own God, Goddess power, and ask the truth be given to you. We are not your only resources. Your resource is Father, Mother, Creator, Adonai, not us. As everyone is being held accountable for their thoughts, feelings, emotions, perceptions, and opinions in today's time and space. And I choose to send light, love, peace, oneness, protection, stability to you and to myself and others. If that makes sense, loves. So for those of you that are on social media, blaming the ones on, put it this way, higher up stature for the way things are going and feeding into the darkness, you have your divine free will to do with as you please. But we are not going to feed into it. We can still send you peace, light, and love anyway. If that makes sense, loves. The dark ones are trying to get you distracted from your goal as beings of light. And this is why I wanted to send on to Yeshua to talk with you, loves, today about this. And a one-on-one sit-down conversation with him. And remember, loves, you can get mad at Sanan to Yeshua all you want for anything he says or does. It's not my words, it's his words through the body for all of you. And remember, take what resonates, loves, and leave the rest. We ask you, Father, Mother, Adonai, Creator, to abide with your perfect sons and daughters that are listening and or watching these videos and teachings at this time. Shielding our energies from any unauthorized tapping into of darkness or negative demonic energies. As all darkness and deception and demonic energies, Father, Mother, must be dealt with by you across all times, spaces, places, dimensions, altered realities, and parallel universes. As we do not consent, do not consent, do not consent. As we are one with you, Father, Mother, let your will be done through us, with only the purest intention of light and love. And so it is. We ask you, Brother Uriel, to please calm the background noise, so brothers and sisters of the collective only hear the truth of our Ananda family being given at this time. As I use the violet flame of you, Father, Mother, Creator, Adonai, Source, and Saint Germain, to cleanse the mind, body, and spirit of any negative thoughts, feelings, emotions, perceptions, and opinions that may interfere with today's teaching of Sananda Yeshua, allowing my being to become a clear, open channel for you, Sananda Yeshua, as I let go of the ego, filter, and bias to do so, as I raise my consciousness as high as it may go, to be clean and clear for you at this time. We ask you, Brother Zakiel, to place your multi-layer, multi-dimensional shield of protection and of light and of love around any and all technologies that we, as an Ananda family, or brothers and sisters of the collective may use at this time, shielding our technologies and ourselves from any darkness or demonic energies. And so it is. With the purest intention of light and love, we love you. Having said this, loves, before Sananda Yeshua does his thing, we wanted to remind all of you that many brothers and sisters of the collective that are new to our family's YouTube channel here at the Academy, or that may have not seen some videos, please feel free and look through the videos and the playlist on the YouTube channel, as we have talked about a lot of topics for all of you. Many have asked, what is God? Or the being that we call God. Sananda Yeshua has already addressed this in a previous video, so please feel free and go back and look. And you can type in whatever it is that you're looking for under the search bar. If you go to our YouTube channel, click on our YouTube channel, and then it will take you to the search bar under the YouTube channel and type in what it is that you're looking for. And the videos should pop up that way. But every time one of our family members step forward, it will be under their playlist. Sananda has a playlist. Saint Germain has a playlist. Yeshua's beautiful wife, Miriam, has a playlist. Mother Miriam has a playlist. And some of our brothers and sisters have a playlist as Uriel, Gabriel, etc. So any of those that step forward will have their playlist. We also have a playlist for Father, Mother, God, Adonai, Creator as well, as His will is done through us. Having said this, loves, every link you need is provided in the YouTube channel description. And if you want to go to Kimberly Palm's website, spiritualgrowthjourneys.com, and her YouTube channel, Spiritual Growth Journeys, for more information and details. We love you all. And indeed, once again, greetings unto you, precious and holy children of light divine. For indeed, that is what you are, beloved friends. As I am indeed your beloved brother and friend and equal, the one you've known throughout time and space of duality as Sananda, Yeshua the Christ. I come not indeed for myself, but indeed for you, beloved friends. For in truth I love you, and the Holy Child is but one. In the one heart of Christ, that is indeed shared by all beloved friends. That is indeed the I am presence of you, dear one. It is in this way that we speak yet again of compassion, tenderness, and mercy for all dear ones. Through this, the voice of one Sananda, Yeshua, unto many, the one conduit of one Sananda, Yeshua, my beloved sister, yet again. We have been asked, beloved, by beloved brothers and sisters, upon your Holy Mother, beloved Earth, why is this chaos happening? Why is the Comforter Creator, Abun, letting all this destruction and chaos happen? What's going on? What am I missing? Why is everyone in fear? Why is everyone, should we say, to use a word of your duality, worried about it? To which we will say unto you, dear one, this was a method, should we say, to guide your being from love into darkness, dear one. Orchestrated and illustrated by the dark ones, dear one. Does that make sense for you? To use as a distraction, a momentary setback, if you will, of the truth of your divinity. Trying to take the power away from you in the collective, beloved brothers and sisters. What is going on upon your planet and your social media outlets and platforms is a mere distraction from the truth, dear one. For have I not said often unto you through this, my beloved sister, when one is focusing on one's social media and other media outlets, dear one is therefore focusing in on fear, as they are a big part of the fear manifestation, dear one. Breaking one's intention and attention from the true reality of their core beingness, dear one. Causing your beloved brothers and sisters and oneself to be in a, shall we say, a bit of a panic, dear one, to get one to say the famous phrase, "Oh my God. Will this ever happen? Why are these people so cruel? And why is the darkness doing this?" The Father and Mother of God is indeed back at the helm, dear one. This is your time to show your love and light to the power of darkness. The dark ones are being stopped upon your Holy Mother, beloved earth. There is more love and light than there is darkness. But assuredly I say unto you, dear one, and please listen carefully. Those upon your planet that are saying there is no darkness in the world, think again. We, the beloved brothers and sisters of light divine, are here to take down the darkness with the help of our Comforter, Creator of wound consciousness, dear one, on a sacred mission to restore your Holy Mother, beloved earth, and her inhabitants to peace and light and love for all, dear one. To her former glory, if you will, of the unity, of oneness, of harmony, as it once was back in your ancient times, dear one, before chaos, should we say, manifested itself in your world of duality. Does that make sense for you, dear ones? The biggest question that one sent on to Yeshua gets asked is, what causes chaos? Fear, fear, fear. Turning one's attention and attention onto fear. That is not reality, dear one. Thereby manifesting what you fear from within. You see a temporary distraction upon your social media outlets, dear one, and you use it in your world of duality to, should we say, panic one's beingness, dear one, by lowering your vibration of consciousness, saying, "Oh my God, what are we going to do if we all leave the planet?" Sending a ripple effect into the ethers of your energy, beloveds. That is indeed how powerful you are as a divine sovereign creator, dear one. Does that make sense for you? This is indeed why our beloved sister, the one you know as Michaela, does not watch news or, should we say, read articles or anything with negative energies, because in truth your social media platforms are run by the dark ones, dear one, but they will be indeed taken over by light and love when the big events happen or the love wave happens. Does that make sense for you, dear one? And in your perfect divine time, this will all indeed happen, dear one. Does that make sense for you? In your world of duality, you are seeing chaos, deception, destruction, cruelty, evil, darkness, bitterness, hurt, and anger. All forms of fear that is part of the ego aspect. That is not the reality, capital R, but the only reality is love. Does that make sense for you, dear ones? Your beloved planet, beloveds, is going through, should we say, a bit of an upheaval along with you, dear one. For she indeed is ascending, as indeed all is, upon her. Cleansing and clearing oneself of old patterns, beliefs, fears, and should we say, perceptions of duality is key and pivotal in your world of duality. Does that make sense for you, dear one? What you declare and decree becomes so. It is not up to one Sananda Yeshua or one Ananda family to indeed, should we say, be anything that is not I am. For I am indeed light and love, as are you, beloveds. But, beloveds, please listen carefully. There are many beloved brothers and sisters that are working under darkness to create a bit of deception and chaos, dear one, to distract one's beingness from the truth of your light and love presence, that is, I am. For your Holy Mother, beloved Earth, and her inhabitants is indeed feeling these high intense energies. And your physical being, known as ascension symptoms, and in your perceptions of duality. The way you perceive, so shall you too receive, dear one. If one perceives in fear, and should we say, bitterness, anger, hurt, and frustration, dear one, that indeed is what you will receive, dear one. One reaps what one sows, dear one. Does that make sense for you? This indeed is why one Sananda Yeshua says to all of my beloved brothers and sisters upon the planet that have eyes to see and ears to hear, pray, pray, pray for peace. Pray for unity, love, understanding, compassion, tenderness, and mercy, forgiveness, hope, joy, love, the return of power and peace once and for all upon your Holy Mother, beloved Earth. Focus one's attention on love rather than fear. And may we say, dear ones, this indeed is a pivotal time for cleansing and clearing the body, mind, and spirit of your programming of duality. Removing oneself from your, should we say, social media platforms and of your duality as much as possible to uplift oneself and others. Choose to be of a high vibration instead of letting the lower consciousness vibration of duality and fear overshadow you, dear one. It is time for all to work on one's shadow work, cleansing their perceptions from fear to love. Does that make sense for you, beloved friends? For we are indeed as you are. You have an interesting saying in your world of duality. If I can do it, you can do it too. And indeed, this is true, dear one. For you are your own master of your own perception of duality. And what is self-mastery, dear one? Self-mastery, beloveds, is mastering the lower self of consciousness, turning it from fear, darkness, and deception and cruelty, transcending it and transmuting it, raising the consciousness, turning it into light and love, seeing it for what it is. Every expression and experience is a learning, should we say, to use a word of your duality, it is a learning curve for you to grow and evolve forth from, beloveds. Your self-mastery, that which you have known in your alchemy, is simple. Mastering the lower self of consciousness that has been programmed of your world of duality, of fears, egos, and should we say, your misperception of creation, thinking without the mind of God, rather than with the mind of God, is what one is indeed trying to master in your world of duality. Instead of seeing everything in fear, beloveds, it is important rather, and please listen carefully, it is indeed important rather to see everything as a learning experience of your power, where one places one's thoughts, feelings, and intentions, and desires, and allowances, and acceptances, dear one. For you, as a collective, are the bearers of a new dawn. For what you declare and decree becomes so, dear one, does it not? This indeed is your time to co-create with the mind of God. Not my will, but thine be done. Rather than focus on your social media platforms, dear one, focus on your God, Goddess power within. And ask oneself, the I am presence within you, dear one. Ask oneself, Father, Mother, Creator within me, how may I, your perfect divine servant, serve you for the higher elevation of oneself and others upon the collective? And be still and listen to the still small voice of love and light that which you are an aspect of, dear one. Does that make sense for you? This indeed is why you are seeing chaos in your world of duality. For the dark ones feed off your negative energies, dear one. To use a word of your expression, dear one, the dark ones feed off the meal ticket that is your fear. Do not give them power, dear one. Do not be in fear. Do not be in fear. Do not be in fear. Do not give it any attention, dear one. What others may perceive of you, feel of you, what others are doing. Focus on what you are doing. The I am presence within you. Your God, it's God power. Not what others are doing or saying about you or around you. Focus on the you that is I am. Focus on, should we say, getting your shit together, beloveds. It is indeed time. Focus inward on your peace of mind that is indeed found within. Do not seek sources outside of oneself, but the only source that is I am, that which is love, that is indeed truly within you. Do what you can to raise your consciousness and the consciousness of your Holy Mother, beloved Earth, and her inhabitants, once and for all, dear one. The dark ones indeed feed off of this fear, dear one. That is their, should we say, power. But indeed, when one focuses on the world of love within, you can therefore learn how to be in the world, but not of the world, dear one. Does that make sense for you? What it means to be in the world and not of the world, dear one, simply means your physical body can be of the world of duality, but your state of consciousness, dear ones, are not plagued or weighed down by your world of duality, but only sustained by that which is the good, the holy, and the beautiful, that which is love, dear ones. Does that make sense for you? For indeed, I and my Father are one, for indeed you are. and that is but love. For the Father, Mother, our womb consciousness is only the reality of perfect love always, dear one. Does that make sense for you? Therefore I say unto you, dear ones, and please listen carefully, the Comforter Creator, dear ones, is, should we say, taking action against these dark beings of darkness, as everyone has indeed been held accountable once and for all, dear one. You are being held accountable for your being, not other beings, but indeed you, beloved friends. Does that make sense for you? You are the creators of your duality, based upon your inner thoughts, feelings, emotions, and perceptions. This is indeed a time of transformation, of a new beginning, of inter-reflection, dear one. Does that make sense for you? For one, Yeshua is, just as you are indeed, beloveds. You are your own master of your own perception of duality. The lower self of you and the lower reality of, should we say, your illusion of separation world does not matter. The only reality is the self of you with a capital S, that is the oneness of God, that is indeed divine, that is beautiful, that is peace, that is indeed love, for indeed that is what you are, beloved friends. Does that make sense for you? It is not up to one Sananda Yeshua and one Ananda family to teach you one, should we say, one facet of your duality, but all things that one has been divinely sent with, dear one. For you have your divine programming and your, should we say, 3D programming, dear one. Going back to your divine programming is where the collective is indeed heading, dear one. Does that make sense for you? Changing your perceptions of duality around you can therefore change the way you perceive the world to be. That is indeed how powerful that you are. Does that make sense for you, beloved friends? For I am indeed your beloved brother and friend and equal, the one you've known simply throughout time and space as Sananda, Yeshua the Christ. I come not for myself, but indeed for you. For in truth, I love you. Just as the Father, Mother, Abun consciousness loves you, dear ones, seeking the return of oneness with all of you, beloveds, her perfect sons and daughters, dear one, that which you are, as I am. For I am indeed but the Prince of Peace, as indeed you are. And I am the dove of peace, beloveds, that rest upon you this day, dear one, to bring the truth back to the remembrance of your being, that what you are. And with my sword of truth, I bind all darkness and evil and liberate the pure in heart. And so indeed it is, beloveds. I am he who is Sananda Yeshua the Christ. I am indeed the Prince of Peace. And so indeed it is, beloveds. And so indeed it is.